go through how to assess your own squat and some common trouble areas that I see. This is by no means intended to diagnose any issues, and if you have pain, especially if it's affecting your day-to-day life outside of lifting, you need to consult with your primary care physician or consult with a physical therapist. This is just general sort of stuff that you could maybe troubleshoot your squat on your own. Stuff that I've seen with dozens of people over the last 5 years or so of training powerlifters. So first, what I want to address is people often, I hear cute, or people that are training themselves, they see people on the internet and they're like, okay, this is how my squat should look. Your squat depends on a lot of different things. So first, your leg to torso ratio is going to dictate how upright you are. So I'm someone that has a shorter torso and a longer femur, so I'm not going to be super upright in my squat. I'm going to be leaning forward a little bit. But that forward lean is my best biomechanics. And a way to assess your best biomechanics are to watch the bar path. So you're looking on the side of your barbell, or in our case, we're using a PVC pipe, and you want to make sure the bar stays in your midfoot area, right? So like from mid-arch to the front of the ball of the foot, I would say is an appropriate area. And it's moving up and down in a relatively straight line. You'll see a lot of times if you follow the bar, there'll be a little bit of a hiccup when someone falls forward in the bottom and the bar goes forward here. Or sometimes people will lose control of the bar on their back, they'll throw themselves into their heels, and they'll rock back like that. We want the weight to stay evenly distributed in the midfoot in the squat. So, some common errors that well, first, let me show you a relatively straight up and down bar path. So, I'm setting my stance, I'm pulling down on my bar, I'm pulling my ribs in, and then I'm starting to lose space in my ankles. I typically squat in heels, so you'll see my heels are up right now. That's an issue that we'll talk about. And sometimes it's not an issue, it's just the way someone is put together. So again, just to kind of follow that straight bar path. Now, let me show you, we'll start from the bottom up. So let's start with the feet. So a common issue is that people will have limited ankle mobility for whatever reason. This could be something that can be addressed. This could be something that is just the way that someone is put together. In my case, I'm not sure, because you do the classic sort of ankle assessment where you see how far your knee can track over the toe, and that could check out. So the mobility could be decent, but the stability or the way that the hips have to rotate, or again, just that natural way that someone's put together of how long their femur is in relation to the rest of them. You'll sometimes see folks squat in heels. Another thing that we often do, I'm going to step off and grab a plate. I'm going to put my light back in.